Hello there everybody, it's TechnoJock here, back with another Quantus for you. It's been quite a while for me, I'm just back from my holidays and I've had a great time. I'm feeling refreshed and ready to rock. So let's get going, shall we? Got lots to do because we've got all that mess to clear up from the massive explosion over in our processing dimension. And I haven't actually done anything since then, so I still have my storage module tablet that doesn't go anywhere. I can teleport over there, but yeah, there's not an awful lot there. So what am I going to do? Well, since I've been gone, we are now in the final space age, so there's a few things that are now open to us. Just as I went away, applied energistics opened up as well, so we've got all of that. But I've still got nothing in the way of processing stuff. I can go through here. We've got our quarries still, which is good, and we can get all of this lovely goodness. But yeah, short of carting this stuff back and forth to our machines over here, we're back to square one as far as processing goes. It's all by hand, and indeed my crafting, because I don't have my storage module that links with this, so that's a bit of a problem. So really AE2 and storage are what I'm wanting to do. Now Thorgal and Grok both said that I could use their stuff, but I think Thorgal's is a little bit closer, so I'm going to head on over here. And there's a couple of things that I just want to get going with straight away. This is such a nice build, it really is. Really loving this. And I want to say, actually, a quick thanks to everybody that's been bearing with the video glitches that I've been having, because they've just been a bit of a pain in the posterior, really. So I'm hoping that what I have got now is going to work. Right, I think it's up here, isn't it, if I go along through here? No, that looks like a processing thing. Maybe up another level. Yeah, this looks a bit more like it. Yeah, here we go. And somewhere along here, maybe? No? Okay, I have no idea. Maybe he hasn't set up an AE system. Alright, I'll take a look over at Grok's place then, because AE would be a lot easier to set all this up with. Let's see what we can get going over here. So what I really need to get started with, the bare bones, would be some sort of inscriber thing. Now we've got AE2 stuff, so if I have a look at inscriber, like this, we've got the normal inscriber, which is fine, that's flux crystal and sticky pistons and stuff like that, but we've got the advanced inscriber, which is one of them with some other bits and bobs around it, which looks like it could be a good plan. I need to get these presses as well, but I think I've never used this before, but I think it does things a little bit easier. Well, I'm assuming so, because otherwise what's the point in having it? But I think it can do multiple things at once and stuff. A little bit slow on the old uptake here. This looks like somewhere we would want to be, doesn't it? So can I use that? And there's a bunch of stuff in here. Cool. So, any possibility of making this? I'll need another sticky piston, and I shall have to thank Grok for this later. But if I use that and then try and make one of these, advanced inscriber, cool. Let's have a look at this and see what it does. So we can lock that, so we can have it locked for, say, the silicon things in the bottom and stuff like that. Right, cool. Okay. Can't be removed with automation. Not altogether sure if it's worth it, because I can set up one of these pretty easily. I don't have a pickaxe, of course, and I can't pick it up with that. I think I want an all-in-one tool, something like that. An all-in-one tool, that one. maybe make something like that. Right, let me go make myself a pick, and I'll make myself some inscribers, and we'll get the basic setup done, and then we'll be back in a minute. Right, back over in what is left of our processing spirit dimension. Obviously I've cleaned it up from the fire and water that was going about, but as you can see there's really not an awful lot left. The ender chest survived, the ender tank survived, tiny little bit of cable there, a little bit of conduit there, but that's about it. Even the farm took an absolute hammering. Got some food in there as well, which is quite nice, but yeah, even the power conduits and power cubes and stuff took a hammering. So I have got an ME controller here, nice, and I'm gonna have to sort out power, but what I want to do is I want to say, right, I really want to process from left to right, just personal preference. Made myself a bunch of conduits. I've got 7 inscribers. I've got all the presses I need for that. And I've got some of this stuff. So let's get going with this. Item conduits, I'm going to put a row of down at the bottom. So we're going to have 1 inscriber there. Yeah. Do I want to have it there? Yeah, that'll work. So inscriber there, space there, then a space, then there, then a space, and then there. So that's going to be the, we'll say that one's the silicon one, and we'll take silicon in there, like that. Then we'll have the logic one. I always prefer, it's kind of to go in order of rarity of materials. So logic is next because it's gold. Then it will be the calculation one because that takes Certus, I think. Maybe not. Let's have a look at uses. Pure Certus. Ooh, it only takes pure Certus, does it? Okay. Oh well, we can sort that out. That's fine. And then we'll have the engineering press, which does diamond. Yeah, that's cool. Right, so if we do that, because I also made the crystal growth chamber, recipe for that is 6 crystal growth accelerators. Now in the past I've made things with crystal growth accelerators that use the 4 crystal growth accelerators around a hole in the ground, so like the one there, 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 and there, for instance. I've even done with a 5th one on the bottom to accelerate things, and in the past I've even managed 6 using some jiggery-pokery, shall we say, of getting the raw ingredients into the pool in the middle past the 6th growth accelerator, but it's not necessary with this one. So if I put this next to there, that will turn on, and we can use the crystal growth accelerator here. That'll be cool. And I need to grind up the Certus quartz, so I will need to go back to the other dimension briefly to do that. That's fine though. Right, now we're going to have the other 3 inscribers that are going to make the different make the different circuits. So these are making the, let's have a look. Circuit. Right, so those ones are making that, and the silicon bit to go with as well. So then we're going to want another 3 to make that, plus the silicon, plus the redstone into the different actual circuits that we want. Like that. It'd be nice if we didn't have to do that. Might get away with it. Might get away with it. Let's see. Yeah, we could do a thing. We could do a thing. We'll do a thing. Right. In which case, we need to just do this along here like this, connecting all of these up at the top, bottom and sides. Actually, we could probably have done this slightly differently, but that doesn't matter. Let's just keep going as we are. Right, so that's all hooked up nicely like that. Cool. So we'll have these being fed in with things. So silicon in there. We don't even need the bottom one there. So silicon will go in here like that, and we'll filter it, and we'll say silicon's allowed in, and that's what's allowed in. That won't need anything in or out. We can use... I made myself an ender bag to put some tools in because I was getting a little bit full up. And I wanted it to be an ender bag, so if it gets destroyed, my stuff doesn't get destroyed again. So that would be extract always active. So that's all good. So yeah, silicon will go in. Silicon comes out there, nothing else can be pulled out because it can't be. And then we'll do the same sort of idea here, insert, but we're going to filter and we're going to say that, like that, and then like that, and like that. So I'll go along and I will do that. I'll need to get the pure Certus. Let's nip back over, get the pure Certus sorted out, and we'll get that sorted. Right. So I need to grind up the Certus quartz that I have got. Back through here. Will it do in here? Will it do in here? No, it will not. Okay, it needs to be done in the sag mill then. Scoot. Cool. So we'll get a sag mill and we'll get an alloy smelter for over there soon enough. I don't want to touch these ones because they're doing a good job over here anyway. I want to get an... do I want to get another thing of sand? Yes, do I need another thing of sand? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I could do with... I'll tell you what I could do with. I could do with making some flux crystals, couldn't I? Yes, I could. Which is it charged Certus, redstone, and glowstone, is it? I can never remember. Let's check. Flux crystals are nether quartz. Charged Certus, nether quartz, and redstone. Okay, I'll grab that as well, and then we'll head back over and do that. So let's go over to ftog'ians' place. I think would be easiest. Nab his stuff since he said I could use it. I will pay him back in some manner, I'm sure. At some point. Right. So his system's here. So charged. Plenty of that stuff. Cool. And then we'll get nether quartz. I'm going to grab a bunch of you. And then we're going to get redstone. Bunch of you. Cool. Excellent. Right. Let's head back over to the dimension. Here we go. And we can use one of the water pools upstairs here to actually do the stuff. Let's take off the magnet ring. Let's go... We'll only make half of it at this point. Here you go. Nice one. Magnet back on. Excellent. Flux crystals sorted out. We've got the Certus quartz. Let's do half of that. Make those into Certus quartz seeds and put them into the growth chamber. And that is going fairly quickly, I've got to say. It normally takes a long time to do these things without growth chambers. And even with 4, it's not nearly as fast as that, obviously. It's got effectively 6, and we can accelerate it as well, which I will be doing at some point very soon, I think. That would be good. Obviously, this is making my life a lot easier. Right, let's see. So it was in there that goes. So I can say, well, we take that off and that off. And we say insert, filter that, pure Certus, all good. This will be extract, always active. Cool. This one will be insert, filtered, diamonds, all good. Do, and do, like that. Extract always active. Cool. Now I will need some redstone to go in. I need to power up this one. That's what I need to do. Right, okay. Let us take some power over. Like so. So we can go power. Power. Like that. Cool beans. I can get rid of that one now. Because it's powered through the bottom. Cool. And let's come up through here. Now that will probably, yep, that's going to make that go. Is it going to come out of there? No, because it does not have anywhere to go. Cool. Let's go. This one will start powering and do its stuff. And excellent. That's nice. And similarly, that one will do, and this one will do. That's the one that's important to me at this point, because I want to take this out and come along here and say I want that to go in the bottom of this. Now, I didn't want that to happen. I did not want that to happen. Okay, I wanted that to go into the bottom of there, but I want to say insert, but do that. Or, here's a crazy notion, rather than filter it, why don't I say that this one extracts on a different colour? Let's say grey, because that's kind of grey. Grey. Right. That's extracting on the grey, and it's going to insert on the grey. Like that. There, don't even need that now. Don't even need that. So that's cool, and I can take that out of there. So that's the engineering circuit, that's the one that's the diamond. So that's going to come along and go into this one at the top, right? So that comes out of there. That was that one. Let's see about this then. Let's make this easier. So the raw materials are all going in on the green channel. That's coming out in the grey. This one should come out on the yellow. Let's say we're extracting on the yellow for this one because it's gold. Okay, so the gold one is going to go into this first one, and that needs to go in on the top. So that's going to go insert like that. Cool beans. And that one's going to be insert on the blue. This one's going to be insert in the light grey, shall we say, for the Certus quartz. Insert in the light grey. Ah, now you see. Where is the calculation? Ah, it's already gone in. That's fine. Where's the... So that one was the silicon. That one's the logic. This one is the calculation. So that one is the light grey that we want. Light grey. And then this one's going to be the blue. Or maybe... what colour? Light blue. Light blue for that one. And then that's going to be insert light blue. Okay? So all the raw materials are filtered and they're all in the green because they're all going to be coming in from one location. Fine. They're going to go in like that. Perfect. So if I put in another silicon here, like that, it's going to come out and it's going to come over. That's gone in there. Cool. This one will also go in there. So we need to insert the grey on the bottom. Insert grey bottom. Insert grey on the bottom. Excellent. All good. That's fine. I do wonder if I do have to stick this over. May yet have to move this one at the end because I think I need to get in on that side to pull out. But I may be able to pull out from this side and make that an insert and extract. Let's have a look. So that's gone in there. We've got this. Will quite happily take all of these now. Do I have some wood on me? I do. Excellent. Let's go old school. Make ourselves a crafting bench. And then make ourselves a chest. Right. And then this chest is going to be extract, always active. And I can put that, and that in here. Right? So that's going to make our printed circuits. Yep. That's actually making these. Those are all working. Printed circuits. Cool, cool, cool. Right. Now, redstone needs to... redstone. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do it without having that, but that's fine. Thinking to myself, I was kind of wanting redstone to be an input on the red channel, but redstone's going to be one of the raw materials from over here, so I kind of need it to be on the green channel, which means I need to filter it. But that's not the end of the world. But that's cool. These are going here fine. Excellent. I can do with... I kind of want to get rid of that. That's a bit of a shame. If I filter things though, rather than do channels, it would make it easier on myself. I'll have a think about it, but to be all honest, it's not the biggest deal in the world if I end up wasting one little bit of silicon. And that can come out to there. And redstone's going to go in. Cool. Nice one. Why isn't that making something? It should be, because it's not powered. That's why. It's not powered over on this side. Cool. Right, in which case I can do this. So I can say, right, that's got that. That's that. Right. Now, insert on the green with a filter, redstone. Insert on the green with a filter, redstone. Nice. That's good. Alright. And then these will actually start making stuff. And I'm going to see if I can quickly... Can I quickly get this put in here before... Ah! I know how I'll get past that. I know how I'll get past that. I just need another chest quickly. And put that up here. And that'll go like that. And I say extract on the grey. Always active. Put that in there. That will come out of there soon enough. There it goes. Excellent. Now I can get rid of that. Might put that up there at some point. Anyway, right, so these are happily making all the chips that we need. Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. Very happy with that. Now what I want to do is... I've got this. I've got all the Certus quartz done. I could make some pure nether quartz and pure fluix as well when I need it. But really, what I need to do now is to make storage buses, interfaces, and something else. So give me a couple of moments and I'm going to make something very cool. Okay, right, back over here, got a bunch more stuff done. I've taken over, well, I've made an alloy smelter and sag mill for over here, and I've taken over the static capacitors from the ones at the main base. For the time being, got some cables and I've started to run it over here. Right, let's get going. 1ME crafting terminal, and if I pop this on top of here, we'll just come around here. And there we go, we've got our crafting window there, but we don't have any storage. We can't put anything in there, we've got no way of storing anything, and as such, it's kinda useless at the moment, but this is why I'm moving this over here. Things are going to be kinda all over the place at the moment until I get a little bit more stuff sorted out and get my storage back to what it kind of was. But for the time being, I'm gonna put this in an ugly place here. I'm gonna put my input chest from my quarries there, and then I'm gonna use an import bus to put that on there. Now that has now got a channel. It's online. That's all good, but it's still not going to be able to do anything because it has not got anywhere to put it. And that's where we want to start using, I think, for some of this stuff, quantum storage units. I would quite like to use these, particularly for things like cobblestone, dirt, coal, clay, that sort of stuff. We've got lots of that coming in, all this marble and things, and our ores as well. So we want to have somewhere nice to store all of that stuff. So, that said, what I want to do is I want a storage bus. And I want that storage bus to go... I didn't want to do that. To go against that block. So I'm going to go... There we go. One storage bus. Cool, that's on, and we can put a quantum storage unit there. And we could stick some... Oops. No. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it right this moment. Actually, I'll just break that. Right, we can take that out. We'll put that... Can we not put it in there, please? Why can't I put that in there? I wish to put some cobblestone in you. Thank you. Right, there we go. Cobblestone, sorted. So that would be cool like that. We can put that there, and any cobblestone that makes its way into there would be taken out very slowly at the moment because the import bus doesn't have any acceleration things on it. But it's taking it out of there and putting it into here. That's great. But you know, we've only got, what is it, 32 channels per side. This cable's only able to transfer 8 of those channels, and that would mean we've only got, well, we're using one channel there, so we'd only have 7 more on this. That's kind of rubbish. So what I want to do is do something that's a little bit different. So we're going to have an interface there, and then this should start storing stuff in the interface. So then, in fact, I want to make that into a small size interface, don't I? Let's do that and say like that. And then we can come with this now here. And then we can have our thing there and a storage bus there. That's better. So I need some power cable to go from there to there. That's what I'm missing right at this moment. Right. Let's see. I need some of that quartz fiber cable. Fiber? That stuff. So I need Certus, quartz, dust, and glass. Certus, quartz, glass, dust, and I've got glass. Cool. Can I craft in here if I do this? Looks like it. Yes. Excellent. Right. So, I want to put that on there, and then go like that. So that will transfer power only, and that should be saying it's online. Cool. So now if I go in here, yes, we've got cobblestone. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And now the cunning thing is, if I say take the limestone from here, let's take our limestone, next thing up, put it there, and say, I'm going to put you in there, I've got 10 limestone, and put our storage bus there. This is not going to work properly. I need to take that off there. Right, let's go storage bus, and then that, and then interface. Where's my interface? Interface goes there, cable goes there. Right, we've got power coming up through that. Perfect. Both of these should be online. We've got limestone there. We've got... Why is that not working? Storage bus, interface, storage, storage. No? That should be working, I would have thought. But it says no. Right, okay. Right. I want to try this again. It should be working. Like that. Let's try just going like that and like that. Alright. That. Device online, device online, device online, device online. There we go. Excellent. So this is now taking the limestone from there. Perfect. I'm putting it in here. Now this channel, well, this cable here is still only using one channel for that and one channel for that. This is capable of running 8 channels before we actually have to have an ME controller on it. So we don't need an ME controller here. There's no data passing through here, and there's no real data passing through here. Or these two are separate networks, rather. They're separate networks. They're not connected by that. That is simply passing power, and this is simply passing the data that we have something stored over here, and we can access it through that. The two networks aren't technically connected in terms of the ME network. So we can have our cobblestone and limestone. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It started storing the marble over here now. That's irritating. Right, okay, let's stop it from doing that. And we'll come back in here, take out the marble, we'll put... Now we've got to reset this again, haven't we? We'll put our cobblestone in there. Cool. Cobblestone back. That's back online. So now we can take out our cobble from there, put it in here, and it does go back in, and it's back in here. Cool. So we can have another, well, we've got channel 1, 2, 3, and we can have 8 channels, so we can have a 4th one, a 5th one, a 6th one, all the way up here, but I'm wanting to do something a little bit more clever. I don't know. Is it clever? Is it clever? That's the question. I've got another ME interface, and I've got another ME storage bus. So we're going to take this one out of here and say, right, okay, we're going to say, imagine, for the sake of imagining, we've got 1, 2, that'll be 3, then 4, 5, 6 of these quantum storage things. Let's use something. What have we got that we can use? In fact, let's make some cobblestone bricks, or make some bricks of some description, just to be able to do this quickly. Come on. Any moment now. Come on. A little bit more. Cool. Right. Let's make some bricks. Right. Each of these bricks, let's pretend, is another quantum storage. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we could put a 7th one, and then with that would be 8 channels on this one subsystem. But we don't want to do that, do we? No, we want to put an interface facing, no. We want to put a storage bus facing up the way, cool. And then another interface here. So just like this. So we've got a storage bus and interface combo here. I might actually want to do that differently. Yeah, I might want to do that differently. I might want to come over and do it. Because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the one up there is going to be our sort of 7th one. Let's get rid of this. Like that, and say, right, coming up, and then we're going to come over, storage bus, interface, that, and actually that. Come on, there we go. And now that is going to work quite nicely. So again, transferring power, not network. What I will do in the future is use color-coded stuff to make this work better. Right, so let's take that storage. Let's do that. There we go. So let's take this storage bus up here, and it will go on there, and then we should be able to take this storage thing, which has got the limestone in it there. Now this is again on a completely different circuit to this, which is again on a completely different circuit to this, and then hopefully, yes, we can still see our limestone there. Excellent! Now, if I also take the limestone out of there and say this is going to be filtered for limestone. We've got 20 limestone. No, it shouldn't be doing that. It should be whitelisted only. You should not be doing that. No, stop it. Stop it. You should not be allowed to do that. Maybe. I'm not altogether sure why it's allowing that through. It shouldn't be, because the limestone should be filtered into this. No. Okay. I will need to figure out why it's doing that. But, in essence, now, what we've got cobblestone and now basalt in there. I will set that up to be filtered somehow. And we've got an ability to have 6 quantum storage units on each of these subnets. And then, so we're using the first one for the interface. Then we've got the 6 storage units there. Then another storage bus going into another interface. So we've got 6 storage things, we've got an input and an output, so that takes care of the 8 channels there, and we can use all of these quantum storage things like that. But that's what I'm going to need to get set up before next episode, and that will allow us to A, start processing stuff from here, and B, start actually having some storage. What I can also do, and what I will be doing, is I can substitute one of these quantum storage units for a drawer controller, and then I can have a load of drawers coming off here. And of course, the drawer controller just takes up the one storage bus. So we can have loads and loads of drawers and one storage bus. Excuse me. So we can have ME drives to store miscellaneous stuff. We can have a storage drawer system set up for things that we're going to need a reasonable number of, but not a vast amount of. And then we can have quantum storage units for the things that we're going to have a considerable amount of, like cobblestone and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing just now, and that's going to take me quite a while to get that set up, just to get things going. And of course, we're going to need some processing stuff as well. But I shall see you the next time, I think, everybody. I think that takes us up to a decent wrapping up point. We're back on track, kind of, now. We've got an aim, and we're going to get things sorted out. Until the next time, though, cheery bye, and of course, have a fun.